Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Focus Atlanta. I am your host, Keisha Lancelin. Thanks so much for watching this morning. In our first segment, we're going to talk a little bit about what you're eating during the holiday season. I'm here with Troy Duell, and we're going to talk to you a little bit about stopping the sugar spiral.
Thanks, Keisha. Excited to be here.
Now, okay, start at the beginning. Tell me a little bit about what this overload, like, why is it during the holidays?
Well, unfortunately, it's not just during the holidays, but the holidays certainly make a big spike because we always go to relatives, we go to new restaurants, and there are new desserts to try. There are desserts that we've always wanted to have, and that becomes a big issue because you're adding that into your normal diet. Now, what we're recommended for men on a daily basis is 36 grams of sugar per day. For women, it's about 24. And the National Heart Association says that we're getting about 77 grams per day outside of the regular holiday season. So we're definitely overloading when it comes to sugar.
When we think about what we're putting in our bodies during this season, again, we're all feeling a little festive, right? And so we want to try this and try that. But you're saying it can lead to quite the spiral.
It definitely leads to a spiral, and that's where the biggest issue comes in. You know, weight gain during the holidays usually isn't as bad as we think it is. On average, believe it or not, it's only about 2 pounds that we gain during the holidays. The problem is we don't get it off, and we continue to eat those things throughout the year, and the weight stays on. So it does lead to that spiral. It leads to those cravings that go well beyond Christmas into just a regular habit, and that becomes a real issue for us.
Okay, well, what kind of tips are you able to give us in terms of just being knowledgeable about it and recognizing what's going on?
Yeah, I think the first thing is to understand that if if there's a food that's in front of you and it's not a healthy food, say it's a cake, there is nothing you can put in that cake to make it healthier. It's not a healthy choice, it's not a healthy option. There are no artificial sweeteners, there's nothing you can do to make it good for you. So that's the first thing we have to understand. The second thing is just come up with a plan and a process to make sure that you're not going to fall off the wagon so easily. And some of those things are maybe you've got a corporate event and a family event in the same week, but you know at the family event, there's something there that you crave all year long. So don't have those sweets at the corporate event and push it off until you come to the family event. And try to figure out ways that you can just become more disciplined, train yourself to say, all right, I'm not going to do it this time because I know on Friday I've got the big family event coming up, and that's when I'm going to dig in and have a good time.
Okay, what I appreciate about what you're saying is it's balance because so often it's all or nothing, right? This zero thing,
Absolutely.
and that's where we fail. We just don't do well with those zero sum solutions. But what I hear is that all we need is a bit of balance.
Absolutely. And we also need something that mentally we can prepare ourselves for because we know that eventually we're going to come out of this season and really it's a good habit to get into anyway. So if you have 6 days that you eat really, really well, then have a cheat day on a Saturday that you know that you can hold off through the week because on Saturday you're going to be able to have something that you really have been craving all week long.
Okay, so that's a great way for us to think about it. Again, I think that sometimes we feel like we're depriving ourselves of the things that we enjoyed in order to be healthy. What you're saying is no, not necessarily complete deprivation, but you just need to be a little thoughtful about it.
Absolutely, because I like to say that our taste buds get a say in this as well. So it's not just the rest of our bodies. You know, we have been designed to have taste buds and they are good for us. So we want to make sure that we're keeping them happy, but just put some discipline in it and figure out a way that it's going to work for you. And that's one of the best ways to do it, I think.
Oh, thank you so much, Troy. Well, when we don't have you right in front of us, with your ability to give us some tips, is there a website that we can go to?
Yeah, you can always go to centurion.health. So it's Centurion dot health. And we've got different blogs and different articles that you can get to and read up on anything that you want to regarding health.
Thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Thanks, Keisha. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right. Troy says, there is a way to do this. We have to be thoughtful about it during this season, thoughtful about your health, thoughtful about your diet, thoughtful about what you want for the next year and the years to come. Thanks, guys, for tuning in to this segment of Focus Atlanta. Please go to the website, learn more, and stay tuned to more Focus Atlanta. We'll be right back.